Now, first of all is that as far as the COVID is concerned, it is known to us that no cases are rising every day, but we are studying the previous rise of the COVID and this year rise of the COVID also. If you will go back to the last year 2020, you would be remembered that 18th of March only we have uh, stated that no examination would not be conducted now and we are postponing the examination and some other will conduct whenever we would be having the situation favorable to us. So now it is today it is 23rd, only 4 or 5 days ahead, and if you are going back say 18, 17 only, we have seen that cases are increasing more. We are in touch with the Ministry of Home Affairs. We are in touch with the other organizations who are taking care of the pandemic and taking care of other issues also. We are in touch with the other boards also. In fact, every day I am getting the call from at least three boards of the country, state board, that what we are doing, how we need to resolve their issues also. So in that scenario, I feel that at an appropriate time, if need desires or if there is a need, we will take the appropriate action and reason as far as the conduct of examinations are concerned. But the only thing is which I would like to submit before all the schools, that in all the schools there are teachers who are 50, 45 years and above, and they must be having some medical issues also. So they could also be directed to go for the vaccination, book the vaccination, and they must go for the vaccination so that within the month of April, both the doses are taken by them. Even from our side, we had a discussion with the chairman, and we are also trying our best that all the teachers should be treated under the Corona Warriors, and they should be given the vaccination on priority basis, and not for the CBSE, for all the boards. We are trying that if something could be done. So even if few teachers are left and they are not able to take the what I would say vaccination, so it would be appropriate if the few teachers who are falling under the present scheme of the COVID vaccination, they are going and having the vaccination. Regarding few important point related to the practical examination, I would just submit 2 3 points. That first is that we stated that from 1st of March to 11th of June we can conduct the practical examination. It was only because of there were certain issues. First is that say if one examiner has been assigned the responsibility of 4 5 schools, so within the short period he would not be able to go and take the practicals of all the students because of any reason. So we said that no, from the 1st to 11th of June they can go. It's a pretty long time where the practicals could be conducted. The other issue is, which I would like to highlight over here, that say in case any student is found COVID positive or because of any other issue, child is not able to appear in practical examination. What should we do? That is very, very important question, which I have already mentioned in my guidelines. But again, I would reiterate over here that if any student is found COVID positive or if there is any problem at the home, so he should not be allowed to appear in the practical examination. Inform it to the concerned regional office, and thereafter he should be marked as absent. And once the situation is perfect, on one particular day, their examination, practical examination, could be conducted. But we should see that by 11th of June, their examination, practical examinations are conducted in the present scenario. Say there would be some problem, certainly we have to go ahead. But as of now, till 11th of June, must conduct the practical examination. Don't call the examiner from your own end only. Ask the regional officer so that he could depute the examiner. Why it is so? I am having full faith on all the principals, but there are certain schools which are taking liberty and giving lot of harm to the good schools, right? That even today it is known to me that there are certain schools which have refused to conduct the practical examination by the examiner who has been appointed by the CBSE. And even the observer has not been informed by them and not be called by them. So what we are going to do, these are the schools who are taking the dummy student. No student is coming over there. Two persons are sitting across the table and just awarding the marks. So I am running behind these schools, and certainly I am going to cancel their practical examination, and I will conduct the practical examination in the school which is of my liking, presence of my examiner. So until to I will not behave in this manner, people will continue to work in the unfair manner only. So are the regional officer, and they can come, they will depute, and they will depute the same examiner or the another examiner, whosoever will be available, and conduct the examination accordingly, practical examination. Now, pertaining to change of centers also, I had issued the circular. Not only the examination center, but the practical examination center can also be. Now, there is a possibility that I have given the practical examination, say from Delhi because of certain reason, and now I am not in a position to appear from the in the theory examination from Delhi. So they will make a request to the school, and the school will upload the data, and then we will change the examination center. So all the probability of permutation combination which could be available, these have been permitted by me looking into it, that no, students should be given the proper support from our side to reduce their stress level because of the or because of some other reason. Only one clause is under the control of us, that say if you are saying uh, after declaration or after announcement of this policy that I may be allowed to appear in the practical from X city and examination from Y city, then we are saying no, both should be from the one city only, because we are having a lot of time. So there won't be any confusion when we would be declaring the result. Because I had requested to my regional officers that say if from Delhi region, say Middle East country, if some candidate is going to Kerala, so evaluation will be done by the Kerala regional office, marks will be uploaded by the Kerala regional office, but result will be declared by the Delhi East only, because the Middle East falls under the jurisdiction of the Delhi East regional office. So this would not be giving any means perception to even my regional officers also, that they are under confusion, and at the 11th hour they are not declaring the result of certain students. So we would like to declare the result of each and every student if there is no problem at all. Now, what sir has said, he said very correct, that we shouldn't go for the rumors. Say again and again, I am saying whatsoever information is there, that we are trying to provide on the website, and if it is available on the website, then only you should go and consider that information as the correct one. Otherwise, not. Now, another important point is, because though all these schools have conducted the online classes, and it is not that only for 7-8 hours they have conducted the classes. They have conducted the classes, even I would say, for all full week, and thereafter for more times, not only 8 hours or 6 hours or 7 hours, but 10 hours they have conducted the classes. They have taken the care of all the students with the thought that under these prevailing circumstances, what best they could do. I feel that parents are also not in a position to support to their kids the way our schools have supported them in the field of education. This should be treated as an example, and I am very confident, and I would say loudly and to each and everyone, that for this our schools are need one applaud from our side, one praise from our side, that no, all the teachers, all the schools, all the principals, all the management are working very hard. Looking into the problem of the students, we tried our best to prepare the day sheet also in a very good manner. We took nearly 20 days time, full 20 days time, to prepare one very good date sheet. But initial date sheet was very good, but second date sheet which we have issued, there are certain problem, like after physics class 12, we are holding the Sanskrit and Urdu examination immediately after that, and earlier to that home science also. So it is only because we are having more than 35 combinations, and I was finding very difficult to adjust the day sheet amongst the days available with us. So because 13th was the Eid, 13th May, and 15th is some Christians festival. So these 2 days were supposed to be shifted on examination on these 2 days were supposed to be shifted to some other day, and therefore you would find that we have gone to the 14th of June also, because I tried my best. There are certain combinations where if you would like to make even a single change, that will not be possible except if you are not going to the new date. And it is very difficult for us to go to the new date because I am thinking that no school should be engaged for a little period even for the conduct of examination or for the purpose of evaluation. Therefore, I am saying that conducting the examination for 45, 50 days in few schools or means in such a date sheet where it is spreading a lot. But if we are holding the examination in a less time duration in lesser number of schools, so they would be getting more time for the school activities. Likewise, the evaluation, I am asking to my regional officers to enhance the number of evaluation centers so that evaluation is also complete 10, 12 days time, which is assigned for the evaluation of a particular subject. I will ensure this time that no evaluation is taking place more than 13 days time, because this time not only I am trying to reduce the number of copies to 20, which I had already reduced in the compartment examination, but we also ensure that in place of the 12 days exam, this evaluation should be done for 13 days, where one full day should be given to the training so that students are applying for the verification of marks, there is no mistake. So all these things are very, very important. And with all these things, I feel I can assure you that we are fully prepared for all kind of problems or the hurdles which we will face in the conduct of examination. I am pretty sure that at this moment of time, still we are in a much better position because in my opinion, by 10 or 15, what the doctors are predicting, what discussion I had with Dr. Devi Shetty also, and he had written one very good article that now there is no need of imposing the lockdown, but need of more vaccination. So if we will go for more vaccination and if we will follow the instruction which have been given by the Honorable Prime Minister on the three issues that covering face, keeping distance and washing hands. So these three things are, I would say, better than the vaccination also. And if we will continue to follow the same, I am sure that we would be able to continue and conduct the examination, practical and theory, both all together in a much better manner. Because I would submit before you that entire nation is looking at us. Whenever the boards are making a call to me, they are saying that what you are doing, what you will advise to us, and accordingly they are taking the action. I am grateful to the ICSE, I'm grateful to the Maharashtra board, I am grateful to the other boards that they are discussing and deciding the issues in manner so that there is no problem to any board, any student. I consider that not only the 35 lakh candidates who will appear in the board's examination from CBSE, but all the students who would appear from the CBSE, from the ICSE, other international boards and the state boards, they all are our use, and there is a need that we should ensure that their examinations are conducted safely, securely. Their results should also be declared timely so that the next batch is on time. They are not losing the learning time. There is no learning gap also, so that each and everything is perfect. With these